All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So today we are going to be reviewing commercial spaces live. I'm going to show you guys exactly what we do, the process that we look at, the exact things that we look for when we are looking for a property for our clients in event space leads. For those who don't know, my name is Brian Waldron. We have helped over 2,226 clients start and scale their very own venue, and we'd be more than happy to do the same thing for you. So in this video, I'm going to be going through exactly the process that I do, that I look at when we are looking at different commercial properties, so that you guys could do these things on your own, do these same things on your own. Or if you do need help, of course, there is a link to a free guide in the description of this video on the next page of that free guide. If you feel that you want more help starting and or scaling your own event space business, just book a call with us and we'd be more than happy to see how we can assist. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to our favorite website, loopnet.com, right? So I'll go through a couple different locations. We'll see exactly what's out there so we can go ahead and parlay. All right, let's take a random city, right? Let's do something that I haven't done let's do one that I haven't done in a while. Let's say LA. All right, let's do Los Angeles, California. All right, bada bing, bada boom. All right, cool. First things first, I want to go over space uses. I'm gonna click industrial, retail, restaurant, and flex. Rent, I'm gonna touch $40 a square foot. We could always bring it down and narrow it down as needed. Size, let's go to a nice healthy 6,000 square feet and let's see how many results we got. So we got 500 plus results right now. That's the limit on LoopNet that they will abbreviate and show you. So this could be like 1,000, this could be 1,500, this could be 2,000, whatever the case may be. So I'm actually gonna bring, if I change anything, I'm gonna bring the price down a little bit. And I'm going to say, let's bump it down to like $35 a square foot. Okay. I'm going to bump it down to like $35 a square foot. Still got 500 plus results. Okay, cool. So let's bump it down to even $30 a square foot. All right. And see what we got there. I see LA's got a ton. And the cool thing about LoopNet as well is that like it doesn't have to just be LA, right? They have this cool marker tool right here. So I can just say, I can just draw and I can just go around, like I can go around this entire area right here, Anaheim, San Bernardino, and just go around this whole entire thing right there. All right. And I didn't have to do that because, there was already a ton of results, but let's see what they got for us, right? So $30 a square foot. So first things first, thumbnails are super important. So let's see what we got over here. And you can actually toggle between the photos right here. Cool. Okay. I see something potential. I'm gonna switch tabs real quick. Right. And if you have a LoopNet account, you can go ahead and save the listing as well. Wow, love this drone shot. Let's go ahead and see what they got. Got a little backyard space in the back there, a little office space. Nice. Okay, cool. This is what we like. Whenever I'm looking at a property, I like to see a nice open floor layout. Nice. Okay, cool. So you see how it says 1,200 to 25,000 square feet? Automatically, what's happening is that there's areas that are subdivisible. So I can go ahead and look at this and say, okay, cool. Like I can go ahead and take 1,200 square feet. I can take 2,000 square feet. I'll leave that alone for right now. Let me close this tab. Cool. Right. So I can go ahead and choose 5,000 square feet. I can choose 10,000 square feet. Right. So, and you see this piece right here. This is most likely HVAC or some type of heating or cooling unit. So that's cool. That's going to save you on a lot of capital costs when it comes down to heating or cooling the unit. And obviously, with this being LA, you're definitely going to want that AC busing. You feel me? So, okay. So this is automatically a property I would definitely consider. Let's take a look at the numbers. So you'll see that they have a ton of different subsets. They have a 1,200 square feet. They have two 1,200 square feet, excuse me. They have a 5,400 square feet. They have a 6,000 square feet. All different prices, $24 a square foot, $21, $19.80, $22.80. So these are all very, very good pricing. And the fact that they have so many different units means that they're going to be a lot more open towards making a deal. So what I would go ahead and do is I would call Kenneth and I would set up a site visit and I would just look at all four of them and I would negotiate and I would see which ones. And of course, if you are confused on what questions to ask, how to negotiate, whatever the case may be, then just tap in with us in Event Space Elites. We have all the questions that you'll need. We have all the ways that you're going to negotiate. We have all the things that you should be looking for to make sure that you are striking a very good deal. Okay. Let's to the main search inquiry, whatever the case may be. All right, cool. Let's see what we got over here. All right. 5757 West Century Boulevard. Let's see. Okay, cool. This 193,000 square feet available. Okay, cool. So there's definitely something divisible. I don't feel like looking through all of that though. Let's see over here. Safari Business Center. Oh, wow. Okay, let me see what they got going on here because this seems like a lot of moving parts. Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of people are going to look at properties like this and automatically say, no, I don't want to get involved. This is too big. Oh, there's a lot going on, whatever the case may be. Well, you have to train your mind to know what to look for. This is why a lot of our clients in Event Space Elites, they know exactly what to look for, right? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is like, okay, cool. Like in the last video, I know that 5,100, 3,000 square feet, that means they have different units. So I'm going to come down here. All right, cool. They have a 5,000 square foot. They have a 5,000 square foot, right? Those are all the units. Oh, wow. They have a Matterport. Love me a Matterport. Absolutely love me a Matterport. To this day, years after I've sold my venues, I still pay for Matterport for our locations, which is absolutely insane. But it just shows how cool it is. All right. Okay. A lot of different office spaces. Yep. Safari Business Center makes perfect sense. I'm looking for an open floor layout. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not seeing that just yet. Right. I'm seeing a lot of more so. Okay. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. This is our ticket. This is what I like. Now, this is beautiful. I love this. High ceilings, exposed infrastructure, terrazzo floor means I don't have to do anything to the floor. This is a lighting is already in place. This is a home run for me. I like this. I want to know when I speak to the realtor right here, I'm asking specifically for this location, right? Now, of course, well, let's see. Actually, you might be able. No, they don't have any sub photos. First floor 7, no sub photos. No sub. Yeah, they don't have sub photos. So I would just call one of the realtors and I would say, hey, look, listen, this photo right here, photo number 20 of 36, like I want that location. Which one is that location? What's the price per square foot on that location? I see they have another larger location. Now, this one looks a lot bigger. This one right here, if I just based on the photo, obviously you can't quote me on this. This one's probably a good 5,000 square feet. If I come down over here, this one is huge. This one is probably, just from what I see right here, this one's probably a good 8,000-9,000 square feet, probably more. Right. But again, I can only judge based on the couple angles that they're giving me right here. Right. But this is definitely something that I would inquire about. Right. And if everybody who's watching on live right now, if you do have a property that you are kind of looking at that you just want my opinion on, drop the link in the chat and I'll take a look at it. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our main search. Share this tab instead. And let's look at the next property. Okay. Let's see what interior photos they have. No interior photos on this one. I'm going to keep it moving. Love me some Panda Express. All right. No interior photos on this. Keeping it moving. Pomona Shopping Center. Okay, cool. I'm seeing some interior photos. What the hell is even that? All right, cool. First things first. All right, cool. They got a video. Let's see what they got. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, it's a Matterport. Love me a Matterport, right? Okay, cool. This is a very narrow space. Now, obviously, as you can see, this is a turnkey space. It's ready to go, right? You don't have to do any work to it unless you wanted to just do some cosmetic things, but it is very narrow. I don't love narrow spaces. I do like spaces that are a little bit wider, a little bit more of a plan. That's my kind of like one pet peeve because I don't like to come in and just kind of stare down a shoebox. You know what I mean? So for that being said, I'd probably not. I'd probably not move forward with this space. But again, if you are somebody who is looking for a more intimate location, and this one's definitely intimate. I mean, look, we have a 1980 and 1116 square feet, 9-foot ceilings. This is definitely more of an intimate space, how much more affordable. So if you are somebody who's looking for, an affordable place in LA, this one would be, what is it, 2000, 12. Yeah, this one will only be like a little less than $4,000 a month, which is, then it has a triple net. So it'll probably come up to like maybe like 42, 45, depending on the triple net. Of course, can't quote me on that. All right. I'm sure they have the triple net listed somewhere, or you can just go ahead and ask the realtor. Okay. With that being said, yeah, if you are somebody who is looking for a more intimate location, I probably, that one could work for you. Right. Cool. Go back to the main form. Let's see what we got over here. Very interesting building. Ooh, set up business in a modern warehouse or showroom with tall ceilings, sleek design, mountain views, and loading solutions strategically located off Highway 101. Oh, this is out in the sticks. Okay, so if you're somebody who this is in Agora Hills, and you liking that, I want to show you off. Y'all don't know about that Doja Cat. At least I'm playing. At least I'm playing. Okay, boom. Okay, boom. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Very interesting architecture setup. Now, this one is going to need a lot of marketing. Fact of the matter, like it is going to need a lot of marketing just because it is out there. However, this lends itself so well to social media. Okay, like where are you getting a look like this? I would never see something like this in New York. So I mean, me personally, like this is dope. I like this. I think this is really cool. I would definitely have to see it in person. It just, it might be a little quirky, right? But I like the way it's situated. Like you can like it has a very, very, very unique aesthetic, right? It even says a desirable exposed beam. Like me, I don't know. I love an exposed beam. I love an exposed beam, right? And this one, it's already good to go. It's already ready to move, right? What's the size on this? Hold on. So 3,097.50 square feet. What is this 360 thing? Never seen that before. 3,097.50 square feet. Discover a rare leasing opportunity with two highly visible commercial buildings. Highly visible. I would use that so loosely, but okay. Space is in excellent condition. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, they have a Matterport. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this one, this one is okay. So I guess this is how it looks like currently. I wouldn't do too much. Like I really wouldn't do too much. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do too much work. Mm-mm. I love, like, this is such a natural aesthetic. That Matterport isn't doing anything. You got 1,000 freaking boxes looking like a Walmart storage, but whatever. All right. But yeah, somebody's probably using it for storage right now. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Very unique. Very, very unique. Uh-huh. Okay. Isn't it hot they got us? And I cannot. I want to show you off. I want to show you off. Oh. Yeah. Is that a Jack in the Box? I've never had Jack in the Box. They don't have that in New York. At least not NYC. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see what we got over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Nothing over here. Also, if you guys have any locations that you want me to take a look at and find properties in, just drop your location and I'll start looking at some properties, right? I just picked LA because we haven't done LA in a while. Let's find one more property and then switch locations anyway. California Pavilion. That looks very interesting. What the? That looks like a freaking parking lot. Like, what? What? Okay. Ooh. A lot of like business, it's so interesting the way like different cities and whatnot are like set up. Like we don't really have stuff like this in New York. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, cool. So like another kind of warehouse setup. A lot of warehouse setups. Cool. If anybody is afraid of doing that, like a warehouse setup kind of situation, like you're leaving so much money on the table. Like, what are we doing? Don't leave money on the table, y'all. Leaving so much money on the table. All right, boom. Switch locations for a second. Let's do Cleveland, Ohio. Right? Let's do Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. All right, cool. Let's see what we got. Okay, by the water. By the water. Excuse me. Big yawn. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what we got. Cleveland, Ohio. We got 56 results. That's not a lot. So I'm going to bump this back up to 40. Okay. Wow, it only came up to 57. Wow, not too much inventory. Okay. So we're gonna have to draw a little bit. Let's go outside. 116. Okay, let's go a little wider. 169. Okay. Okay, so all right, yeah. The biggest density is like right here. But we scooped up a couple. 'Cause here's the thing, right? Like a lot of people are afraid of going outside their area. Like, oh, I don't want to take a 30-minute drive, or I don't want to take a 45-minute drive, whatever the case may be. There's no problem with that, right? If you would drive 30, 45 minutes for your job, why wouldn't you do that for your business? So I want you guys to consider that when you're looking at these properties, because everybody wants an event space that's like around the corner from their house. And sadly, that's just not feasible. So you have to be open-minded, or else you're going to be waiting forever to go ahead and find your property. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, cool. I'm hungry. I literally just had a chicken parmesan. Like, how am I hungry all of a sudden? It's crazy. Oh well. Let's take a look. Let's see what we have. Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, no, that's going to be way too big. Nope. Let's see what we have here. Why do you have no interior photos? Like, this looks like it could be so good. Okay, here we go. Hold on. 4,200 square feet, $12 a square foot. Ooh. Yes. Yes. If you are in Cleveland, Ohio, this is a spot for you. Yes. 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 I like this. I like this. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, look at turnkey, ready to go, tons of natural light, no work to be done. Oh yeah. Tons of parking, $12 a square foot. What more do you want? What more do you want? Eric Sophoglophagus. Something. I don't know. Shout out Eric. This is dope. Position your business for success in this highly visible commercial property. Debatable. Blah, 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 blah. Situated along one of the most city's most traveled corridors. Okay. Anchor space. Already has central air and heating. Okay. Couple offices, private restrooms, security system, high ceilings. Debatable. Storage, lighting, plug and play. DDA compliant. What is DDA? I never heard of that. I know ADA. But what more do you want? This is a gold mine. What more do you want? Oh, this is beautiful. Tons of parking? Oh yeah. I like it. All right. If you're in Ohio, swoop this. I'm about to send this to one of our clients in Ohio, my boy. Cool, cool. Let's see. Let's find a couple more. This looks like a house. Ooh, what is this? Okay. Don't love the floors. Hear me out. Don't love the floors. Don't love the walls. Hear me out. It could be buffed. Could be buffed. Right? Could be stained. Former yoga studio. I love it. I love it. Good to ready to go. Ready to go. Tons of natural light. Ready to go. What more do you want? This is perfect. Parking, 2,665 square feet. Nice. $15 a square foot. Nice. What more do you want? Rip everything out. Good to go. Repaint. Buff. I don't love the floors, but if you want to leave the floors, especially. And this is why, like, people always ask me, they're just like, Brian, like, how much does it cost for me to get an event space up and running? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't tell you that for sure because everybody's story is different. You get a space like that. All right, so boom, right? This space virtually needs no work. How much is it? 2,665 square feet times 15. $3,331 a month. Say, for example, landlord wants 1 month rent. You could literally be up and running with $3,000. You could literally have an event space business up and running for $3,000. Now, of course, everybody's different. If you don't know how to negotiate or whatever case may be, then you got to join Event Space Elites. But I mean, like, if you have the right questions, you come off like an expert, you have the right LOI, you have the right business plan, there's no reason why you can't be in here and getting this property off the ground for $3,000. Like, which is why, like, when people ask me, oh my God, how much does it cost to get into a property? But it varies. A property like this, you can literally get it up and running for $3,000. You don't need no work. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? All right. Let's find one more and then let's switch locations. And we got it. Nothing like it not. I want to show you off. I want to show you off. Let's see. These are the weirdest pictures like in the world. What am I looking at? These are the weirdest pictures in the world. I mean, I would do a site visit. Wait, 189 to 583 square feet? Oh no. Way too small. Oh no. This is a freaking salon suite. Oh no. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else. Let's find one more. 1,240 square feet. Okay. You're looking for a nice little intimate space. This could work. Nice little intimate space. This looks like an apartment. But if you want like a nice, small dinner banquets, no work involved, 1,240 square feet, $11.75 a square foot, your rent's gonna be like what, 1,800? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like it. Super simple, super easy. Yeah. Super easy. All right, cool. Let's do. Somebody drop me a location or something like that. Let's do a random one. Let's do what's a location I haven't done? Let me Google a United States map real quick. Let's do what the hell? Let's do a random city. Let's do Arizona. Let's do Arizona. Let's get crazy. All right. All right. Boom, boom. Somebody said North Carolina. Okay. Let's do North Carolina. Let's do North Carolina. Bada bing, bada boom. Any particular city? Let's do Charlotte. Beautiful city. Absolutely beautiful city. Okay, cool. What do we have? Let's see, we got 71 results. We got 71 results under $40 a square feet, multiple choices. All right, cool. So 71 results I don't love. Let's expand this a little bit, right? Draw. Let's go the distance a little bit. 176 results. Okay. Let's see what we have. All right. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. Nothing over there. Let's look at this. I'm looking for I'm looking for some good photos that tell me what I'm looking for. That tell me what I'm looking at, excuse me. Okay, no interior. Now, here's a quick thing, guys, right? Like here's a quick thing, guys, right? Just because something does not have interior photos does not mean that I would not move forward on it, right? Especially like if you're an event space elites, like we always say, like look at every single property. Look at every single property. Like there's not like if I had to find a property within like the next 2 weeks, or else like my family would like God forbid get killed or something like that, I'm looking at every single property in the area. Like I'm looking at every single property. I'm sending a business plan to every single property, and I'm submitting LOIs to every single property. Like you gotta understand, like you gotta want it. You gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with that being said, even these properties that don't have like pictures or interior photos or whatever the case may be, I'd still look at them just for the purpose of this live and for the purpose of this YouTube video. I'm skipping over the ones that don't have interior photos because I can't make a rational decision. But I don't have all the information. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Give me some interior photos. What is this? Okay, what is this? 3,744 square feet. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got. Very interesting build here. Let's see what we got though. Okay, cool. A lot of rooms, don't love it. That's gonna need a lot of demolition. Now, I'm not allergic. Ooh, money. Here we go. This is what we want. This is what we're looking for. Okay, okay, yeah, I like it. This is what I like. High ceilings, epoxy floor, ready to go. This is money. This is money. This is money. Wait, what's the price on this? 3744 square feet. $15.22 a square foot. Okay. 46.80 a month. Negotiate that down. Probably get it for maybe 38. Yeah. We're money. We're money. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Beautiful. So there's one part. So they're trying to rent the whole thing together. Cool, I guess. But the actual warehouse itself, which is this part that I was looking at, is only 2,053 square feet. Hopefully they would subdivide, but I mean, they'll probably just rather work a deal to get both. 2,053 times 15, 2,500 a month. Wow. 2,500 a month and you're in this property, right? So like the way I would go ahead and structure a deal like this is I would go in, I would see how much they would give me both properties for. If it doesn't make sense, then I just take this one for the 2,500 square feet, give them 1 month deposit. This property needs no work. I'm literally in an event space for $2,500. You could do that off a credit card. Guys, it is too easy. It is too easy. One more. Let's find one more. Let's find one more. Let's find one more. Back in my query. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Oh, love these epoxy floors. Okay. Okay. Very interesting floor plan. I would have to see it in person. Very interesting floor plan. I would absolutely have to see this in person. Very affordable. Very affordable. Okay, cool. They actually have the floor plan here. So it's 2 big spaces. It would have to knock down the wall in between. Fully built out as standard retail space, open space, flexible uses. Okay. I love this epoxy floor. Absolutely love this epoxy floor. I would have to knock out that wall in between though. I wouldn't want these 2 smaller locations, especially if it's 1,700 square feet. Yeah, we would have to. We'd have to take both. We'd have to take both. But here's the thing, right? You take both, then you can get a cheaper rent, and it's already ready to go. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just realized I wasn't sharing my screen. There we go. Beautiful epoxy floors. Barn door. I love a barn door. Love a barn door. Right? This is what I was talking about before. So you see how it's split down the middle? I would just remove that wall because I'm pretty sure it's non-load bearing. Right? And I would just move in. Okay. All right. Let's do. Oh shoot, my camera's probably. Hold on, yeah, I gotta check on my camera real quick. Yeah, my camera definitely timed out. All right. Let's see, we've been on for like 30 minutes. Let's do one more location. I see Fayetteville. Let's switch over to Fayetteville. Okay. Not too much inventory. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and expand. All right. Don't be afraid to go a little out, y'all. Don't be afraid to go a little out. Okay, so we expanded, not too much inventory. Okay, so we're just gonna have to work with what we got. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Interesting. Cool. All right. Let's see what we got. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. Let's see what we got. Interior photos. 3,000 square foot flex space, $1,475 a square foot. Talk to me nice. Talk to me. Very interesting space, but it has a kitchenette ready to go. 3,000 square feet. I would definitely have to see it in person. But I would go and see it. I would definitely go and see it. This could potentially work. The way it's set up is very interesting. I would definitely have to see it in person. Well, I would have to see this floor plan in person. But it's not a no. Right? Let's take a look at this over here. Right? Let's take a look at this over here. Give me something. 4,000, 11,000 square feet, $8 a square foot. These pictures are horrible. All right. Bro, these are the worst photos in the world. All right, this is going to potentially need a lot of work. I mean, it's only $8 a square foot. It's only 8,000. It's only $8 a square feet. So I mean, like, it's going to be super cheap. I would see. I would look at it. I would make it. Because here's the thing, right? Like, you don't have to put a lot of money into it. If I was to go into something like this, I'd probably just do, coat of paint on the floors. Already has the nice high ceilings. Like, you have space on your side. So at this point, we just got to market it, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how simple it could really be. Like, that's the game you're going to be in on this one. Like, you're not going to be going based on, oh, it's pretty. You're going to be going based on, okay, cool, it's big, and you can decorate it however you want to, or whatever the case may be. So the marketing is really going to have to go crazy on this one. All right. Let's go ahead. Let me actually speak on that for a quick second, right? So, I mean, like, when it comes down to a property, right? Like, obviously, the prettier and more attractive that it is, the more marketable it's going to be. Obviously, right? It's like Lamborghini doesn't have to market as hard for their properties because they're Lamborghini, right? Everybody wants one. They have that sex appeal, right? As opposed to Toyota, every single day you're gonna see an ad for a Toyota, right? Because it's a freaking Toyota, right? So obviously, the more attractive a space is, the less you're going to have to market it. But it does not mean that just because you have a pretty space that you don't have to market. And that's a problem where a lot of these venues have, where they overspend on their build out to the point where it's just like, okay, cool. Well, I built it and they'll come. And then what happens is that you have $200,000 in a build out, nobody came, and you're $200,000 in debt. It doesn't make any sense. So me personally, I always would rather invest into marketing. I'm going to go very, very little on a build out on a property, get it up and running. So at that point, I can go ahead and I have to take that most of that money, invest into the personal brand of the business, invest into the decor and the rentals that are really going to go ahead and increase the perceived value of that property. And guess what? I own all that stuff. You put $200,000 into a build out, you don't own that property, right? As opposed to you go ahead and you put $200,000 in the rentals and the marketing or whatever, you own all those assets. Okay, makes sense. Let's get it. Let's go. Hope that makes sense, y'all. I'm gonna try to jump on live again, probably a little bit later on tonight, but hope this was helpful. Next time I jump on live today, it's gonna most likely gonna be more so like on the marketing, reviewing Event Space Instagrams, going through some marketing, going through some pipeline things of that nature. But anyway, let's rock out. Peace, y'all.